Welcome back to Hobby Jogger Elite. This is the Marathon Build series, the 5th episode of my marathon build to be exact. But if you're new here, feel free to check down below. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you feel like following along. Check out the links in the description if you want to follow me on Strava, support the channel, whatever you want to do. But yeah, we're running a marathon in November, and it's been really fun sharing this sort of build up, this experience these past couple weeks. Since this is episode 5, that means we are already 5 weeks into marathon training, which sort of blows my mind to realize that from the time of recording this very day, we are exactly 12 weeks away from race day, which 5 weeks may not sound like a very long time. It hasn't felt like that, but man, it feels like I just started training for this marathon like 10 days ago, but here we are. Things are going great. Definitely excited with how far the fitness has come. Did not think I would be here fitness-wise feeling this good this early on in the training block. So if you're curious about what we've done so far with this marathon training block, you can check out the previous 4 episodes in the Marathon Build playlist on my channel, or it's probably recommended somewhere around here. But the way I will do this, like I do every week, is just sort of break down what my week of training has looked like, and then we will get into the featured workout of the week with some footage from it, which for this week will be my 19-mile long run workout that I did just yesterday on Saturday. So let's get into this week's week of training. I started this week off with a steady run on Monday. I don't always do steady runs on Mondays, but sometimes when my long run falls on a Saturday, I have an easy day on Sunday. I usually do a steady run on a Monday, and that is exactly what I did this past Monday. Did about 10.5 miles total. Average pace of 7.5 minutes per mile, about 400 feet of elevation gain over the course of just under 80 minutes of running. Ran this in the Rebel V3, which I have talked about as, at the moment, probably like my favorite like up-tempo daily trainer, my quicker, more nimble, lightweight daily trainer, perfect for these sort of steady kinds of days. And yeah, this was probably like aerobically the strongest I have felt on a day where I didn't like absolutely push my aerobic system to the brink. I did max out pretty much where I usually like to max out on a steady day, kind of right at or right below 150 beats per minute. I even found myself running sub 7-minute miles, holding 149 beats per minute, 150 beats per minute. I don't like to be incredibly rigid all the time when it comes to heart rate training. I like to train by feel, especially as the months and the years go by with my experience running. I find that just sort of running by feel and running to whatever easy or steady feels like on that day rather than an exact sort of number is more useful, more fun to me. It was cool to see that at like an aerobic effort, I was feeling that good, feeling that fresh, feeling that loose at like 7 flat pace and even a little bit quicker than that. So felt really good on Monday. That was a great start to the week. I love a good steady run. It's one of my favorite types of running to do. Also did core on Monday as well as a double in the afternoon. So in the afternoon ran another 4 miles and change, about 35 minutes of running. Obviously quite a bit slower than my steady run that morning. Was definitely feeling a bit tired, very hot. It was almost 90 degrees for that run. So not the best conditions for it. The next morning, did another 9 miles, nice and early before work. Definitely felt a little tired on Tuesday, but made sure I made it a very easy effort because my workout would be on Wednesday. So Tuesday was just 9 miles at an 8:13 pace. About 74 minutes of running in New Balance More V4, which always happy to keep things nice and slow in that shoe. And yeah, got in a nice easy effort, hit a treadmill double that afternoon, sort of the ultimate recovery recipe, the super blasts on a treadmill. That is exactly what I did. Felt like I was just like jumping off of clouds from stride to stride. Highly recommend giving that a try if you have a pair of super blasts and a treadmill at your disposal. But yeah, just about 28 minutes of running, a little under 3.5 miles. Kept it nice and easy. Wanted to get some blood flow because I did have a pretty intense workout, which I did a little under 20 minutes of warm-up for on Wednesday. And the workout was 10K at threshold pace. So if you've been following along, you know that I've kind of been using a hybrid training plan approach between Daniel's running formula, Fitzinger's advanced marathoning, sort of substituting some of Daniel's running formula quality sessions in for the ones in the Fitzinger plan, because the Fitzinger plan really doesn't have an absolute ton of quality work for the marathon training in general, definitely not early on. So Fitzinger had, I think it was 4 or 5 miles at threshold, and the Daniel's running formula had, I believe it was 4 by 2 miles at threshold. So I sort of met in the middle, did 10K, just over 6 miles straight at threshold pace, and evidently set a personal best in the 10K. I did not mean to sort of run this as a time trial. I've never run an official 10K race. I have sort of run 10K distances at like threshold pace my training before. Once I crossed the 6 mile point, sort of realized that I was like running my personal best, unofficial personal best at the 10K distance, and turned on the burners a little bit for that last quarter mile or so down to 5:35 pace. But yeah, just sort of held it steady in the threshold zone, sort of the mid to upper 160 heart rate range, whole way right above 6 flat pace. And yeah, Strava as well as Coros had me at about 37 minutes, 30 seconds for the 10K, which is an unofficial new personal best. So always good to see that your fitness is coming along far enough that you're setting PBs in training. Don't recommend doing that though. It's probably not smart to like chase a PB in your workouts. It just happens that that was a manageable threshold effort for that day. Yeah, felt good, and it was cool to see that. Did that in the Adios Pro 3. Cooled down another 3 miles for about 11 miles in change on the day. So yeah, great first half of the week there. Did my strength, mobility, and core session as well later that day. And then Thursday, very early morning run at 5:30 a.m. Did 7 miles at 8 flat pace in the Nova Blast 3s. Wore a headlamp for the first part of this, so definitely getting back into those dark early morning runs. And yeah, progressed from 9-minute pace down to about 7:30 pace, kept it easy the whole way. Felt great about that one. And then on Friday, hit a 9-mile easy run, about 71 minutes of running, 7:37 average pace in the New Balance Rebel V3s. Once again, on myself at sort of like an easy to top end easy effort, not quite steady effort, sort of managing and finding a rhythm down in like the 17s. So pretty much from 7:13 to like 7:20 pace. Felt nice and cozy and easy there in the Rebels. So that was nice to get that run in. And then followed that up on Saturday with my long run workout, which is the featured workout of the week. Did 5 by a mile over the course of a 19-mile long run. So you will see everything that went into that. But tried a new fueling plan this time around in terms of pre-fueling. Had a lot about like sweet potatoes and complex versus simple carbohydrates over the course of this week, because who doesn't read about simple versus complex carbohydrates in their free time? But yeah, tried eating a sweet potato before my run, and it worked really well as fuel, kept me nice and full. Feel like the energy release was a little bit more sustainable than eating something that was like super simple and super quick release when it comes to carbs. So that was great to see. Managed to get, I think it was 3 gels down and then 2 full servings of Tailwind. So up to almost 500 calories, 111 grams of carbs, and about 1,200 milligrams of sodium over the course of 19 miles, which is a good pace for what I want my full marathon fueling plan to be. And yeah, felt good on this long run. Definitely didn't go all the way to the well with these mile repeats. Was definitely feeling a little bit tired by the final one, but in retrospect, I probably could have went a tad bit quicker, but you know, we don't need to, again, race these workouts. And yeah, followed that up on Sunday then with a 10-mile easy run on a nice rolling hill route, about 7:45 pace. Was just working in and around the 7:30s for that nice easy effort to cap off the week, and then finished everything off with another strength and mobility session. So that was week 5 of training. In total, another weekly mileage record at 84 miles this week with just under 11 hours of running, and about 3,000 feet of elevation gain. I'll put the kilometer in meters of elevation gain equivalents on the screen as well. And yeah, stick around here for some workout footage of my long run workout. Been another great week of training. Hope you enjoy the video. Good morning, everyone. We now have an Insta360 because my GoPro broke. So now I can look like a fool with this thing on my head, and yeah, we'll see how this works for a long run. It is a little after 6:30 a.m. here on Saturday. Yesterday was the first time in recent memory that it did not go above 80 degrees during the day, so sort of hope that that was a sign of cool weather to come, and woke up this morning, it's only about 58 or 59 degrees, so right now it's like right at 60. Feels like fall. It's very strange for it's still only being a little bit past the halfway point in August, so I'm not complaining. Feels amazing. We have another Daniels Running Formula long run workout on deck for today, which over the course of, I think it's 18 or 19 miles, will just be a 5 by a mile workout. And I think because it is sort of sandwiched between a longer run, the recoveries for it are pretty long. So each recovery after each of the 5 miles will be a 4-minute jog. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I'm about 1.5 miles into this, just clicking along nice and easy. And that's a good thing, because I think that makes this a little different than other mile repeat workouts. The fact that it is sandwiched into a long run. My warm-up is about 8 miles long, so not much of a warm-up. That's kind of like just going for a full run before you start to work out. So we will have 8 miles under our legs, plenty of hills, and hopefully 2 gels in our system by the time we even start to run fast for this long run. So yeah, just kind of enjoying the miles as they come right now. Just hit mile 4. Miles are coming along nicely right now. Fueling plan for today's run is 3 gels, and then for now I've just kind of been intermittently sipping on 2 servings of Tailwind in this Nathan 20-ounce soft flask. I think that's the plan for race day, is gel every 4 miles. Just sip on this every now and then through the first half of the race, possibly get a second bottle from my fiance Lauren at the halfway point of the marathon, and then just kind of continue that plan to the end. So yeah, just gonna keep warming up to 8 miles here. Hit mile 6, 7:37 pace, clicking along, almost done with this very long warm-up. I'm gonna take the first gel here, which will be UCAN Orange. We don't have the best history, me and this gel, but part of marathon training is training yourself to eat these gels even when you don't want to. Because on race day, mile 18, mile 20, when I know I need to take something, but I don't want to, I'm gonna need to. So this is training for that. 8 miles just about done here. Next second, 8 miles. Let the first mile repeat begin. First rep came in about 5:52. Felt smooth, felt controlled. Heart rate was more in like a threshold zone, so maybe it'll stay that way, maybe it won't. These long 4-minute jog recoveries, so I'm gonna soak up every second of this. All right, Time for rep number 2. Second rep, 548 high. I think it was like 548.8. That one definitely felt a little harder. Wish I would have broken my super shoe rule for only using super shoe once a week and went twice and used it for this one. Not that the Endorphin Speed 2s aren't capable of going fast, but you can definitely tell you have to work a little harder for this type of workout in this, as opposed to like the Adios Pro 3. So yeah, we're gonna recover, see how rep 3 goes. Just took the Blackberry Banana Gel from Huma for gel number 2 at about mile 10.7. Boy, that was the most delicious gel I've had yet during this training block. So good. All right, mile repeat number 3. Rep number 3, 549 low. Definitely working hard out here. Wish I had a track nearby. Instead I got these hilly loops in this neighborhood, but it's fine. Gotta recover. Let's go. $549 again for rep number 4. One more rep. That's all you gotta tell yourself, one rep at a time. Final mile rep, 555. Couldn't keep it sub 550. Just feeling tired, fatigued. Felt like I was working really hard in these shoes, so just take the Adios Pro 3s next time. But yeah, we're at 14.6 miles. Gonna cool down. That'll be that. And that's a wrap for the long run. Ended up feeling pretty good, so went 19 miles. Average pace of 7:34, 2 hours, 23 minutes total. Yeah, just a beautiful day. Beautiful day to get an extra couple miles in. 19 miles on the day. No complaints. Another great long run workout banked. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching the workout. We'll catch up next time. Peace.